What's up, everybody? This is bodyweight track only. This is our workout for Thursday. So we're repeating the same warm-up to bottom mashup, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Jumping jacks, movement number 1. High knee squeezes, movement number 2. Then lunge to perfect stretch, movement number 3. Alternating sides back and forth. Then we have arm circles. And finally, we have the shoulder taps from the push-up position, so alternating, hugging the center line. Our strength and skill for the day, we revisit the tempo-based push-ups. We're going to change your approach by changing your grip. So we're going 5 to 15. Notice that's a big range. Your goal is really to focus on quality, get as many as you can done perfectly. So we're going to have the thumbs about 6 to 8 inches apart, and the elbows are really going to be hugging the body here. So we'll start with the most difficult option. Whitney's going to go 3 seconds down and then 3 seconds up. She's going to stay tight from head to toe, focus on that down position, and then control on the up position. All right. The second option is now to come down from a regular push-up position, but then to push up from the knees. So she'd come down from the regular push-up position and then push up from the knees using the exact same tempo. Return and push up from the knees. And then the final option would be to go from the knees for the down and the up portion. She's coming down from the knees, slow and controlled, elbows hugging the body, and back up. All right. So with this style push-up, you're really utilizing lots of shoulder and tricep. You want to make sure that you feel that. That's accomplished by doing that narrow base grip, elbows hugging the body. After you finish your set of push-ups, you're going directly into 20 seconds of a single arm side balance. So the most difficult version stacks the legs on top of one another, ankle bone to ankle bone. 20 seconds here, and then you would switch sides and go 20 seconds on the other side. Now, to make this a little bit easier, what she can do is we can stack the knees, but then the bottom leg would be like a kickstand. Okay? So the kickstand in the back makes it a little bit easier. And then that last version would look like this, where she's staying on the knee of the bottom leg and stacking, all right? So your goal is to keep your hand really, really wide and to press the floor away consistently, making sure your elbow is active and locked out and the shoulder is active throughout those single arm balances, all right? Your goal would be to get 20 seconds unbroken, so make sure you use an option that allows you to do that, okay? So we're going to be doing those two movements back to back without rest, push-ups directly followed by single arm balances, and then you're going to rest exactly 2 minutes before you pursue your next round. All right, so we have a workout for time today. This is 5 rounds for time. This is a longer pacing style approach where your goal is to move consistently from start to finish. Sweet spot for each round is about 2 minutes. You're going to scale up or down based on the notes for that 2-minute goal. So your first movement is going to be a 4-corner box jump. So you're going to pretend you have a box set up and you're going to jump from corner to corner. You're going to do half one direction and half the other. Depending on your comfort level with jumping, your box may be small or it may be big, a big box if you're more comfortable jumping. You can jump off one leg to negate the impact a little bit if needed, all right? So challenge yourself with the distance, but make sure you're comfortable and you can keep moving. We have 16 sit-throughs. So the sit-through is from a push-up position. You're gonna step out and then the hips are gonna be brought all the way through. Okay? Scoot over to your right a little bit. So we're gonna step out and then bring the hips all the way through. She's gonna go side to side in this fashion, and it's gonna kind of resemble a mountain climber in its pace and its approach. All right. So the scales for this, number 1 would be the grasshopper. The grasshopper is a little bit easier where we're driving the shin to the opposite forearm. All right, go ahead and try and touch your shin to your forearm. There you go. So you're gonna touch the shin to the opposite forearm. The goal is to get the hips down and forward in the grasshopper. Let's show a couple more grasshoppers. The hips are going down and forward. Hips are down and forward. All right. And then the last would be alternating knee taps, where she's going to tap her Opposite hand to the opposite knee. Okay? Opposite hand to opposite knee. Okay? So those are your scales for your sit throughs. Okay? The goal is to keep moving. Find something that you can be consistent with. Last move, we have 8 sprawl to tuck jumps, right? So we're gonna go into a sprawl, and then from that sprawl position, we're gonna stand and jump and tuck. Okay? Sprawl, stand, jump and tuck. Nice. So simple scale for this, you're just gonna skip the jump and tuck. Maybe you jump lightly, so no tuck. You're just gonna jump lightly, less impact, or just stand and open your hips. Okay? So those are your guys' scales for the movements. Remember, your overall theme here is continuous movement with good pacing, good breathing. Try to cut down those rest periods as much as you possibly can. All right? Make sure you guys pursue your cool downs. And if you guys have questions or feedback on the workout, let us know. See y'all.